So, I guess I should say a little background. I did have therapy at St. Albans, and every morning we'd get up and have our breakfast, and then we'd get popcorn and coffee, and the psychiatrist would come in, and all of us patients would sit in a semicircle, and he would always tell a story that was interesting about psychology and using examples. One of his stories was, I got a bonus this year, and I thought maybe I needed a better car. I had an old Volvo, and so I went to talk to my wife about it, and she said, "Well, I want a sun porch." He said, "Well, the moral of that story is we're getting a sun porch." But he was funny, Dr. Gillespie, and but we had a pedophile in our group, so I I can't imagine any better therapy than with a pedophile. Yeah, he told all the story and everything, and then there was a teenager who had shot his mother in Florida, shot her and killed her because she was being abusive to his brother. And but unfortunately, because he didn't have good aim, he shot both of them, killed them both. So their solution was to put him in a psych hospital until he turned 18 to get him therapy. They said that prison would just make him a better criminal. He was a pretty smart guy. He'd been adopted. Let's see, a family that had money, His dad flew in, took him to the Super Bowl in California. There was an alcoholic, and if he got a chance, he'd drink his mouthwash. And it was so sad because we loved him. His name was Hugh. And the Dr. Gillespie said, "Hugh, when you leave here, you know you're going to die. You can't do this." And so he tried to stay and get better. I hope he did. They had eating disorder people. Catherine, she and I sparred over Kenny, the murderer's attention. He was dark and handsome and very, very, very bad boy. She was anorexic. We had a smoking room. I didn't smoke at the time, but I think it was I used to go sit in there sometimes just because that was where everybody was really having the social fun time together as patients. There was a girl that was addicted to cocaine, and she never took her makeup off. And one day, she told me her boyfriend had snuck a gun in the place, and she had it in her tennis racket. It's just that kind of hospital. So I went and told the nurse. I said, Tammy's got a gun in her tennis racket. I don't think that's good. And they fixed it. They got it out. Who else? Oh, Sandy. She was one of those anorexic girls they just couldn't reach, and they put her in the bed with tubes, and I think her insurance ran out, and I actually ran into her in town in Harrisonburg, and next thing I knew, though, she was dead. She died of it. Those were the days before there was medicine like Wellbutrin or Zoloft, because some of those medicines can help people that have that obsession, the eating problems. But see, my family has a hard time talking about their feelings, and to me, they've done absolutely nothing wrong. They're just human. But no, I've had a lot of good therapy opportunities to hear people.